Hi, my name is Guy Fredrickson. Today is Saturday, December 7th, 2024, and this is an update on the engine for the Martinac. So this is my mock-up. This turned into a whole project in itself. So let me explain. Here's the engine, a 1959 small block Chevy 283. It was the engine that was in the boat when I bought it as a flagship marine engine. I don't know for sure, but this is what I suspect, that when the boat was new in 1957, it had a straight 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder engine in it. And that was replaced along the way at some point with this engine. But at that time, this must have been a used marine engine. And it was put in very poorly. The engine mounts were just a disaster. But all that is gone from the boat. I'm reframing the inside and I can build whatever I need as far as engine stringers. So this engine will go back in the Martinac. I'm modeling this off of the Chris Craft. So I got the rear mounts, the forward mounts, the engine stringers. So this is basically what I'm trying to do inside the Martinac. In order to do that, I built this bracket here. So this raises the rear engine mount so it's more like the Chris Craft. So if you look at the distance from this outer surface to this outer surface is 19¼ inches wide, and that's the same as the bell housing that's going to go in the Chris Craft. And then the elevation, I had an earlier video that showed that the elevation of the engine mount was higher on the Chris Craft than it is on this bell housing for the flagship engine. So that's why I raised that point up. So it's the same width now as the Chris Craft and a little bit higher, maybe ½ inch higher than the Chris Craft. So here are Chris Craft rear engine mounts. And here's the front housing for a Chris Craft that has the bezel for the alternator. So in a sense, I'm turning this flagship engine into a modified Chris Craft engine. So here's the problem I have. So the Martinac is at a storage unit, which was recently, ownership changed hands. The previous owner was also a contractor, and he had equipment there, a big fork truck. So he was kind enough to remove this engine from the Martinac for me. He had the equipment right there on site. But now all of that is gone. So I have no good way of putting this engine back into the Martinac. And I don't want to build any kind of wooden frame, a gantry, or any of that. I want to make it simple. So I figured if I mock the engine up this way, I can get all the engine mounts ready where this is going to sit exactly. So here off the back of it, this is a mock-up of the transmission. So it's about, I think it was 11¼ inches from this face to the face of the flange that connects to the propeller shaft. So all this should be laid out exactly where it needs to be. So that way I can get everything ready inside the boat to accept the engine. And then when I build the engine, it should be just one lift. Just drop it into place. Everything should be ready. And then the adjustments that I have side to side and with these wedges front and back should be good enough to align it perfectly with the propeller shaft. So that's my plan, because an assembled engine weighs 900 pounds. And then with the transmission and exhaust manifolds on it, it's probably close to 1,000 pounds. So this I can disassemble and reassemble inside the boat and manhandle inside the boat as I'm building the engine beds. So that's where I'm at. More to come on this. Hey, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.